My stepdaughter is ruining my life. My husband and I are very much in love. We met over 5 years ago through work and got married last year. It was my first marriage and his second. We recently bought a house together and everything, and decided it was a good time to start a family. After months of trying, I am now pregnant. I'm about 5 months along at the moment, and though I feel a bit more emotional and craving crazy than I used to be, I still feel rather healthy and good about myself. My husband was supportive and took very good care of me, until Ava came into our life. Ava is from my husband's first marriage. He was married to a kind woman who, after only 4 years of marriage, grew bored of him and cheated on him with many men. When my husband found out, he went through her cell phone on a gut feeling. He was livid and upset with her. She had been sending and receiving pictures without clothes for months back. Despite this, he wanted to work things out with her, but she had already moved in with another man, taken Ava with her, served him divorce papers along with a restraining order. She has also sent Ava to therapists, trying to brainwash her into thinking my husband was a neglectful father. My husband took this to court to fight for joint custody but ultimately lost. He can only see her a few times a year. Immediately after winning, ex-wife took Ava and moved to a different city almost 3 hours away with her new man. Since her birth, my husband has only seen Ava about a dozen times for special occasions or weddings. He technically still has custody of her, but not at all primary, only on paper. We met when I was 20 and he was 30. He was still in the middle of divorce papers and was wrecked from having to pay alimony along with child support and not being able to get any closure on his marriage or access to his daughter. We became good friends and hung out often until about a year into the friendship we decided to move in together. I needed a roommate, and he needed a roommate because he could no longer support himself living alone. We fell for each other gradually until we were in love, and after his finances were straightened out he proposed to me and we were married last year as I'd said before. Long story short, Ava's mother broke it off with yet another man. Word of mouth is, she met another man online who lives an entire state away and wanted to go live with him. She left Ava with her parents, Ava's grandparents, who live in our city, but the maternal grandparents are old. So one day Ava literally just showed up on our doorstep and we've had to readjust our whole lives for her. I've never had so much hatred for a 7-year-old in my life. I feel bad. Ava is the rudest little girl I've ever seen. She has no manners and no consideration for anyone. She talks back to her father and gives him attitude. She only smiles and acts loving when she wants something, like new toys or clothes she wants. When she found out she was to get a younger sibling, I let her rub my belly, instead she smacked me. She smacked my belly at random times when I walk past her and it makes me livid and drives me to tears. I tell her that it's unacceptable to hit anyone, especially her sibling, but she screams that I'm not her mom and I can't tell her what to do. Who's heard of that one before? I told my husband about her behavior and how she acts when he's not around. Deliberately makes messes that I have to clean, draws on my paintings and books with markers, won't eat my home-cooked food but demands pizza and ice cream, but instead of scolding and disciplining her, he placates her and gets her what she wants. His idea of scolding is, "Don't do that again, okay?" It's like he's gone from being a dependable family man to a flaccid doormat of a father. I want to send her back to her mother. I've tried so hard to be a mother figure to this girl the best I can be, but this girl is beastly to me. I'm always walking by her with my hands around my belly in case she strikes me again. I know this girl is the consequence of her environment, but I don't know what we can do at this point. I've never worked with behavioral children, and I've never dreamed that I'd be a wicked stepmother figure in the midst of being barefoot and pregnant.